What's up, everybody? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me? My mic's not muted. Should be able to see me. I'm having a weird internet day today. Actually, I'm having a weird camera day today. My camera is frozen. I usually log in like 10, 15 minutes ahead of time and see what's going on. And my camera's frozen on me 3 times. Hopefully, that doesn't happen. Gremlins, it's a season for Gremlins. I got some exciting announcements today. We're going to make three announcements, three huge announcements, one of which will save you money. Two are upcoming guests that you will not want to miss. Brand new guests, never before been on the show. Huge, huge names in the Christmas light industry. We're going to make that announcement today. I'm going to give you a new discount code. We're going to talk about a brand new discount code to save you money. We're going to, if you want a hat, boom, there's the QR code for the Ho hats. Folks have been buying these up left and right. Appreciate everybody who's supporting the show by buying my hats. I appreciate it. I know they're $32 a pop. Fun fact. After shipping after shipping, I make $4.32 a hat. Boom. So they're not a money grab. I just really love my hats and I offer them to you. So boom, there you go. So yeah, there's the Ho hats. If you want the Ho hats, appreciate the support of the show. Join us on Patreon, patreon.com/Christmas on Crestline. Today, another announcement, or actually four announcements. Another announcement of an upcoming video that I'm gonna do is a collaboration with another person. A Patreon viewer is going to win almost a grand worth of prizes. A lot. So you'll want to join Patreon for that. You can also join the little join button next to the subscription here on YouTube and join that. Let's see who's in the chat today before we get rocking and rolling. Steve, what's up, Steve? Let's go, Steven. Heck yeah, brother. Braden called me about what about an hour ago. Braden had a programming question. He also uses the Prism software that we've used for 15 years. About halfway done with these lights. I don't know how you did it, Charlie. It's a passion project for us all, right? Oh, and for you folks who are a commercial setup, I'm gonna tell you about a unique thing that could be another money maker for you, another revenue stream that I've never heard of anybody doing. And I thought about this today. I'm like, why don't we do that as extreme holiday decorators? So look for that coming up in this episode. Kenny Cash is awesome, and Kenny Cash is awesome. And who's the new guy that's been tuning in? Was it Ken's here? Ted's here. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but I love his name. Forget his name though. Seems like those living in apartments have the upper hand on this topic. Yes, yes, that is the main focus of today. Is his neighbors and folks who want to stop by and say hi to you. And I'm gonna tell a story about one of my neighbors who all watch my show, and I appreciate that. I won't call you out by name, but I'm gonna talk about one of you fairly soon. Chris, thank you. Receive the roof clips now. I have to get hold of a Christmas light installer. Hey, Laura K, do you make house calls? What up, Laura? Yes, Chris who's also a Patreon supporter. Chris, aka Polar Express, won last week's giveaway, which was a set of ridge clips from Canyon Systems. Shout out to Canyon Systems for supplying those for us. Stacy's awesome. If you folks don't ever pay attention, tangent, because you guys know I go off on them. If you guys don't ever pay attention to my descriptions of my videos, pay attention. There's all sorts of discount codes in there. We did a show, 3 weeks ago? About discount codes, and that was not mentioned in that, but most of the ones I mentioned in that live stream are in every video's description that I have. What's up, Rob? Moderator Rob. Had a nice hour break from doing Christmas lights. Yeah. Get to sit down, relax, not worry about falling off the roof. I'm most sort of retired gal on my block, so one of the youngsters come by with their kids, ask her, "Hey Andy," grab the end, and all of a sudden we have to get going. Boom! Hey, hold this for a second. Yeah, hold that for a second. What's up, Monty? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Yeah, old Swifty. There's old Laura. What up, Laura? Old Swifty. Yes, Laura. We're gonna talk some projection mapping today, you and me. What's up, Josh? So Josh, was that you in Discord talking about your first year in Florida? I think that was you. Might have been not been you, but what's up? Oh, Mine would be old 1951. Very cool. What's up, Eddie? Eddie, haven't seen you in the last couple lives. Good to see you here. What up, Brian? Spoiler alert, since Brian's popping in the chat, one of two of our announcements today are going to be about the Great Christmas Light Fight. So stay tuned for that. What's up, Dylan? What's up, buddy? Dylan says just ordered an extra 540 wow meters of lights over the weekend. Wow. Whoo. 15 what? 1500 what? Wow, 1500 feet. I'm trying to think. The length of my home is 80 feet. See, I guess 1500 would go quick. 1500 would go quick. When you put it in perspective like that, wow. Yes, well done, you. So things we're talking about today. Some announcements. We're going to talk about the topic today. What did I? I don't even remember what I called this. Are you talking to your neighbors instead of decorate? 8 tips to solve this problem. Yes. So, quick story before I get into announcements and before I get into saving you money. And again, if you have a itchy nose, if you have an extreme light show, especially a commercial one where you charge admission and drive through, I've got a money making idea for you. So, stay tuned for that. So, there it was last night. Much like Laura K, projection mapping guy here. And if you haven't seen Laura K's video on our Discord chat, go to the video description, get that link to our Discord chat, and get in there. She also has it on her YouTube page. But anyway, we showed it last week was the last week of the week before for the QR codes episodes. Anyway, that's what projection mapping is, if you don't know. So I was outside last night trying to find the perfect spot to permanently install my projector. Finally, after an hour of picking up and moving and realizing, oh yeah, my back's not what it used to be. I probably need to actually pick this up properly. I'm having this conversation with myself, and I hear something in the distance, and I'm like, there's somebody standing over there in the shadows. Well, my neighbor pops out. What's up, buddy? So generally like my neighbor. I like all my neighbors. I'm lucky like that. He and I have the same taste in movies and comedy, and we like the same stupid jokes and movies. And then there's my dog barking. No school today, so the kids are home, which means the kids' friends get to come over. Yeah, so that's fun. So you're just barking dog today. So an hour and a half goes by. I'm sitting there, man. I like talking to you, and I don't want to be rude. I'm like, man, you gotta leave me alone. I mean, I'm out here. It's dark, and my Jean, my wife, pops out. Hey, 9:30. You coming in tonight? I'm like, damn it, dang it, gosh darn it. And so then we ended the conversation. So thank you, Eugene, for coming out. And I like the neighbor a lot, but an hour and a half, I got to get this stuff done. And that got me to thinking. I know it happens to all of us. And I know because before I became an extreme decorator, I would do it to other people thinking, hey, I'm here popping in and I'm telling you how much I love your show and congratulations and thank you for doing this for the community. And they would just keep working. They would not stop, not make eye contact. And eventually, I think the second time I did it, I'm like, oh, this is the time they've taken off work to put their show up. Yeah, I need to stop popping in like this and maybe talk to them during the season when the lights are going. Hey, how'd you do this? Hey, how'd you do that? Ask my questions then, and I did, and I got it. So for today's meat and potatoes, I thought I'd talk about the 8 tips that I've come up with to solve this problem. I've had many of these written down for years. I just never talked about them, but we're going to talk about that here today. Catch up in the chat here real quick. Yeah, once it starts wrapping a large tree, oh yeah, makes sense. You're gonna go through that large trees. If you guys if you guys have not gone to Stacy Kennedy's channel, YouTube channel, where he does his Canyon Systems. He has his new tree wrapping videos up. Giatano. I've enlisted more help this year. Problem with that is everyone has an opinion and a lot of time wasted debating those opinions. Yep. Yep. Here's my opinion. And it's kind of like my YouTube show. It's my show. I'm going to do what I want. So that should be your logic. That's what I believe your logic should be. It's your show. Now, if they legit have a better way of doing it, cool for them. Oh, and appreciate everybody tuning in on Facebook today and on Instagram. We're on live on Instagram, live on Facebook. So let's get to our announcements, shall we? So, for the fans of the Great Christmas Light Fight, and Brian, since you're in the chat, I sent you an email last week. If you wouldn't mind checking your email. So, folks, the fans of the Great Christmas Light Fight got some announcements to make. I can confirm those on Patreon and those on Discord already know this. That's why you should join. You get early access to information. I can confirm that Friday, November 1st, 3 p.m. I've learned Eastern Standard Time because they live in Florida, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So our normal time, but on Friday instead of Monday, on the November 1st, Daniel Allison from the Allison Christmas Spectacular featuring over 1 million lights in the Family's Light Show. The family, not just Daniel, his entire family will be here live to answer your questions. My burning question, spoiler alert, Daniel, if you're watching this, you're probably not, you're probably out hanging lights, right? My number one question is going to be, and I'm going to start asking everybody this that comes on the show about power. How do you power your show? Shout out to Darren Ensign, who's powered my show for years. He says, "Hey, can you ask these folks how they power the show? Because I'm curious. Because he knows how we power our show. Because he came up with the design and the idea of how to distribute power. So shout out to Darren Ensign for making me ask that. But 1 million lights this year. You can follow Daniel and the entire Allison family Christmas Spectacular on their Facebook page, the Allison Christmas Spectacular. So yes, check that out. Daniel's much better at posting than I will be. I many times I go to Facebook, I don't know how to comment on things. Yes, I become the grandparent. No, I don't have any grandkids. I become the grandparent that doesn't know how to work technology. But yes, I can confirm that. So mark your calendars. Friday, November 1st, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. The entire Allison family will be here to answer your questions. They're super pumped. They're super excited. And I'm pumped and I'm excited. So that will be our sixth member of the Great Christmas Light Fight family. They are previous contestants on the Light Fight. They did not win their episode, but yes, so check that out. Coming up, what's Brian saying? Daniel will be fun and interesting. Surprised he had time to pull. Yeah, I know. I know. I was, hey, man, I get it. We can, if you want to come on, cool. Let's get you on. But I get it if you say no. No offense will be taken. We can do this in the spring when you're done taking things down and you have a break. But they're not the only member of the Great Christmas Light Fight. I can confirm here today, we don't have a date and time yet, but I can confirm that from the Brown Family Christmas, Tiffany and Brandon have agreed to come on the show. They are former champions, and they will also be on the show, just like Brian, former champion. So yes, they will be on the show as well. We're still working out dates and timetables. I think we've narrowed it down to 3 different dates. We're going to pick a winner. But yes, the Brown family will be on the show for a live interview. And much like I'm going to ask Daniel, I'm curious about power. Brian, I forgot to ask you that during our interview, which, by the way, is one that everybody keeps asking me about at work. Like, hey, how'd you meet him? I'm like, that's cool, dude. Cool, dude. 1 million likes. Yes. He when he was on the Light Fight, he had 250,000, and he posted um, pictures on his Facebook page, on the family's Facebook page, of the pallets, plural, pallets of lights that got delivered there this year. I'm like, my goodness. I hope he qualified for free shipping because dang. Yes, pallets. What's up, Alan? Good to see you here, buddy. Oh, DB, I said, what's up, Devin? I have one main power source with 12 outlets around the park. We have 8 additional outlets. This has been difficult getting power correct as all the outlets are ran from the same unit. So you do have a limit. So to remind you folks, what Devin does is you guys can go back. It's one thing I love about YouTube is it's like a video library, isn't it? You can always go back, and I do the same thing. Go back and rewatch videos when you need to, because that's one thing I love about my shows. Like my peacocks or my fingers, that depends who I call them peacocks. Gene calls them fingers. I never remember how to put them together. So I always have to go back to my walkthrough video. I'm like, okay, how did I do that? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I get it. Okay, so yes. 1 million lights. I wonder how much that cost me. I don't know. I imagine you got a discount. Usually you do if you buy them in bulk, especially on pre-sales, which is why we do pre-sales. So shout out to Brandon, Tiffany, Daniel, and his family for agreeing to come on the show. Another announcement. I was talking to Fred Zimmerman from the Christmas Light Contractors over the weekend. The weekend? Today's Monday. Yes, weekend. I've been off work for 5 days. It's awesome. And anytime I'm off work for 5 days, I don't want to go back. I'm like, I'm ready to be retired. I digress. I talked to him, and so he came on the show, it was 20% off of everything. 20% coupon code. Cool. That's a legit discount. I'm like, anyway, we talked afterwards. I'm like, hey, the orders that were coming in, he was losing money on, so obviously can't do that. So we had to cap it at $25, not percent, but dollars off orders of $150 or more. Comes out to be about 70% off. The problem was most of the people who were using that discount code were buying thousands of dollars of material, of supplies. So that $25 came out to be about like 1%. Not a real discount. I mean, it's something. If you're not paying full price, maybe it helps with, I don't know, shipping or something. But not a real discount. So since he supplies contractors and he's not a normal vendor that supplies the residential side typically, he supplies contractors who then, hey, you hire them to put lights on your house. So we came up together and like, okay, what can he and his business partner do? What's the best thing they can do for us? So 5% of a new 5% discount, which for many people who are buying like two, three, $5,000 worth of stuff, it now becomes a legitimate discount. So I've changed that discount code. It is represented in the video's description here today. So when you buy stuff from the Great Christmas Light Contractors, not a real name, not a real name. I'm merging two thoughts. When you buy something from Christmas Light Contractors, you now have the option, if it's under $150, get that $25. I'm sorry, if it's $150, kind of exactly, because you have to meet the $150 threshold, which is real easy to do. Use the code Crestline for $25. If anything else, and it's a one-time use fee, so get your list together and then order. Use COC5 as the discount code, and that gets you 5% off your entire order. And apparently, I don't really know who watches the show. I know you guys who are in the chat because we're kind of like family. I mean, we legit are. I know things about your family. You know things about mine. We talk on Discord. We talk on Patreon. Sometimes you guys will call me on the phone. I find us to be a family. I just do. That's why for many years it was the Patreon family. Before we switched over to the name Illuminators, it was the Patreon family because that's how I truly feel. I lost my train of thought. Start talking about Patreon family. Got me thinking about how I love the holiday. Tangents, man. Tangents. But anyway, you get that discount, and it works out great. So giveaway announcement. So he has, I don't think he invented it. I mean, he couldn't have. I mean, maybe he has this device. Got a video coming up about it. It should get shipped here in a couple of weeks, here in a couple of days. He has this device that goes on your roof, and you just put it on your roof. There's no installing, as far as I know. It just goes on the roof. And if you have a high pitch roof, I don't, but if you do, keeps you from falling off. I'm like, what in the world is? I'm like, there's no way that thing works. She goes, oh yeah, I'll send it to you. So he's sending me this device that keeps you from falling off roofs. I'm intrigued. It's not a harness. It's kind of like steps. So in addition to that, he also has a decoration package. It's one package. You buy it. He made it kind of out of necessity. He got so many different contractors are reaching out to him and say, "Hey, I'm starting a Christmas light business. What do I need to start? What supplies do I need to start when people hire me to hang lights on the roof? What do I need to go ahead and how do you have in stock?" So instead of just going list, and telling people, He put a package together. So he's sending me this package. I'm gonna do a video on it. Um, and then we're gonna do a giveaway. It's almost $1,000 worth of stuff between the step and the kit he's sending. So we're gonna film it, gonna do that, and then we're also gonna do a giveaway. Those will both be Patreon only. So you'll have to be a Patreon member only for that, and it'll be a first of the month giveaway. So that's coming up. Nothing that's really gonna help you this decoration year, unless you're just getting a really late start, but it will for next season. Because say it with me, it's always about next season. And it really is. I mean, out there right now, last night, I was like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that, I need to do this. I've already spent like 10 grand in my head without even reaching the computer. So it's easy to do. Let's see here. Hey, Charlie, what happened to our friend a couple of weeks? I haven't seen. Oh, I don't know. Oh, he did email me. He did email me, and I don't know. Oh, he emailed me, said hi. That's about it, but I don't know. More than I can afford. Venture to say, must be at least 50,000 for those. And I don't think Daniel charges admission. I think it's free. I don't know, but that's a perfect segue, Giatano. Perfect segue to this topic of 8 tips to get people to stop bugging you when you're putting up Christmas lights. So I think I talked about this on last week's episode. I had a funeral recently. My aunt passed away, Alzheimer's. She's in a better place now. Um, One thing I love about the Byers family is our funerals are legit fun. They call them funerals. I mean, man, it was like being at a stand-up comedy show. I was rolling. It was so fun. What I did not know though is a shout out to the Chance family, who are my cousins. I had no idea that about 30 minutes outside of town in a little town called Cheney, Kansas, they do a humongous drive-through display for many years. I'm like, this is why we need to have family reunions because I had no idea. It's not in Wichita, so I don't hear about it in the Wichita circle of decorators. No clue. But that got me to thinking. It's legit pumpkin patch time. It's legit hayride time, and you remember, folks who are from my generation, may may remember, will definitely remember. We had pumpkin patches. You go, especially on school trips. You go, you get a pumpkin, you get back in the bus, you go back to school, and that was it. You were done. If you were lucky, they might have a hayride there. But now when you go to a pumpkin patch, there's corn mazes, there's hot chocolate, there's food, there's t-shirt cannons, there's zombie rides, there's paintball, there's all. It's a legit attraction. You go there and you spend all day doing different activities. It's like going to a mini fair. At least the ones around me are humongous. That got me to thinking, why don't we, as Christmas light extremists, do something similar, especially if you are a commercial grade, not commercial grade, but if you're a commercial show who charges admission? They got me to thinking, why does no one, and maybe if you have someone in your market that does this, let me know because I'm legit curious if anyone's ever done this because I don't know why we don't use this as a revenue stream. So number one, and what I, to digress, told a story a minute ago. Neighbor came over last night while I was trying to plan my show for this year and getting my projector in the right spot. And 90 minutes later, all my time was gone because I can only do that at night and I have a short window when I can do it. So for those running a large commercial Christmas display, why don't we have a tour guide? Why not give paid tours, whether it's $1, $3, $5, $10, whatever, school bus trip out there? It's a great way to manage chatty visitors who have all those questions like, hey, how do you guys do this? It's a great question. You need to come to our daytime tours where we answer that and more. See our QR code for our schedule. You can hire a friend, a family member, or even a tour guide for those who live, Orlando. Uh, um, where's Mardi Gras held? New Orleans. If you're in a legit huge town, I guarantee you have official tour guides there in your town, given to St. Louis, Kansas City. There are things at Chicago. There are tour groups, Los Angeles, who have tour companies. You can do a daytime when the lights are not the main attraction. Your main attraction is that small window of nighttime, but the lights are still there. You've already got them up. Probably don't really need to fix anything, nothing too extreme. But much like Halloween, pumpkin patches have morphed into a family attraction. Why not do that? Charge admission if you want. Don't charge admission, or just have it. Especially if you're retired and you get a lot of visitors. Like, hey, come by during the day. We'll give you an official tour. And catch up here in the chat. What's up, Matt Cheever? Ladies and gentlemen, Shaggy Santa's in the house. Shaggy is always late to the party. What's up, buddy? To remind you folks who Matt is, Matt came to the house 3 years ago and did a quick live with me in the yard. Yeah, Shaggy Santa, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, what's up, buddy? What's up, Mike? Um, that's the thing you're talking about the roof. I see it on some show recently. I don't know if I trust it or not, but that's what I'm going to try out. It's one thing I love about me is I'm blunt, aka honest. Don't really have much of a filter, but I try to be nice. But anyway, what do you guys think about that idea? Lights are already up. Granted, us residential folks, my cords are everywhere. I cannot give a tour. I've complained about them before. Love you, Postman. You're a good guy. You tear my lights up every year. Every year. Unplug something. Thousands of cords, thousands of lights in the yard. What on God's green earth motivates you to walk through that? Trip over a cord, unplug something. Come on, man. Come on. All right. So, but what do you guys think about that? And for folks who do run a commercial show, have you thought about doing tours during the daytime? To me, it makes sense. If I had a commercial show, I would. For those in the Wichita area, if you're interested in doing that, get a hold of me. I'll be your tour guide because I love doing stuff like that. Number two, the break time chat, and I came up with this idea based solely upon the five-cent psychiatrist from Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's depressed. Here's a nickel, Lucy. Tell you my problems. There's this chick keeps pulling the football away from me. Oh yeah, that's you. I'm having anyway. I'm like, and then speaking of postman, postal chick. I forget your real name. I want to say it's Tiffany, but anyway, postal chick used to come on the show all the time, or she used to be in the chat rather, and she had like a kissing booth already set up because she was a big Valentine's Day decorator and big for St. Patrick's Day. Kissing booth set up. So hey, have a little booth set up, chat time. Hey, every hour I'll come by here on a 10-minute coffee break and I'll answer your questions. You can have designated break times and even a neighbor's sign up sheet. Like, hey, Bob, that's a great question. I apologize. Don't mean to be rude. Don't have time to answer that right now. But there's a sign up sheet right over there. I take my coffee in 28 minutes. I'll see you then. Just a thought. Just a way to add an extra prop to your show. Maybe it's something that for we have the photo cut out for our show. I've thought in the past about just kind of standing there and answering questions, but then I realized, oh yeah, I'd be interrupting their family time, and there's always a line to get to the photo prop, so I don't want to do that. But it's something I had. It's a thought I had. Not a bad idea. Expect Devin, that worked out great for you. Just an idea for you because that's exactly up your alley. You quasi have a commercial. I don't believe you charge admission anything, but you do a great job in the park. And folks that are curious, go back and watch our Fan Appreciation Awards where Devin is featured in, I think, the last 3 years. Matt saying, I was just talking about you yesterday. We had a Santa meeting at Arrowhead. What? And Arrowhead Santa was our guest speaker. I told him about your lights. Yes, KC's song. Yeah, Tom Bet George also uses that song, which my wife actually came up with that. So yes, I appreciate that. Thank you, Matt, for that. Appreciate that. Oh, I like Christmas. This is our time of the year, though, is it not? Thank you to all you decorators who are taking a break out of your day, Rob, to sit here and chat with me. I know it's our decoration time. I know it's that time, but thank you for doing that. I have 3 new photo booths. Boom! I love selfie stations. I didn't grow up with selfies, but I like selfie stations. Anybody in here have a drive-through Christmas display? That's a great question, Rob. I guess I should be blunt and ask that. Does anybody in here? I think we're all residential. Trying to look at the chat here. I think we're all residential except for Devin. So the next question here, or next number 3 item, kind of what was it, Laura? Was that you saying it earlier? The walk and talk challenge. Hey, I'm here on my lunch break, hanging lights. You can ask as many questions you want as long as you're going to walk with me. You're going to hand me lights. You're going to hand me clips. You're going to hand me zip ties. You're going to be productive. I don't have time to chat. Sorry. Kind of the direct approach. But you can be kind of have a playful challenge to help visitors learn while helping you hang. You can recruit people like, yeah, come on, Bob, let's walk right over here, and you're gonna hand me that cord while I climb up on this ladder here. Uh, you get extra hands to move things while still enjoying the spirit of community, which I think is probably what most of us do when your neighbors come up and chat with you. I've had a couple every year, actually, without fail. I have at least one neighbor when I'm on a time crunch talk to me for at least 90 minutes. At least. I'm sure you guys have had the same thing. Next thing I thought would be kind of neat, and inspiration for this comes from Batman himself. That's right, the silent signal. Have a fun silent night sign you put out whenever you're seriously decorating. You're in that it's go time mode. There's no time to chat. So you have the sign up, bright yellow. You got a bunch of arrows maybe pointing at it for through. You can buy the arrows that go down in your stakes, stake in your yard. Arrows pointing at it. So hey, it can mean something like elf at work. Silent nights needed until lights shine bright. So hey, don't bother me. I'm in serious decoration mode. Um, which I think would probably be a good one, especially for folks who drive by and just happen to see you. I'm sure you've had this too. Share me your experiences in the chat, or if you're watching this later, give me an experience in the comments, please, so we can share as a community. Um, that's probably actually my favorite visitor to stop by the house while I'm decorating is the people in cars that maybe live 2 blocks away. I don't see them except for when I'm hanging lights. And I have a ton of neighbors that I don't get to see. I hear my phone going off somewhere. I don't see my phone. Wherever my phone's at. Whoever's calling me, I'll call you back later. But I have several neighbors I don't ever talk to unless I'm outside hanging lights. I see them once a year. That's the year. That's the time of the year. But a sign outside would probably be pretty effective. What do you guys think? Number 5, the holiday hotline, which I don't know how effective this would be, but I was thinking kind of like what John DeCosmo does from Altalit. And when you guys remember Thanksgiving or Black Friday really is the kind of the date where he mans his hotlines every single day without fail. And you speak to a live person. You don't speak to press 1 for whatever. Nope. Hey, this is John or the other John or whomever is answering the phone. They have a holiday hotline that encourages visitors to send their questions or comments to your hotline instead of stopping by for a chat while you're working. You can offer social media handles for fun email addresses where they can drop their holiday decorating queries. You can tell them to DM you if it's a question from an. And this is really more from one decorator to another decorator. The casual person, like, hey, how did you do that? Probably not going to take the time, but it's a thought that I had, so I thought I'd share it with you. What's up, John? What's up, John? Long time no see. I talk too much. You talk too much. I talk too much. What's up, buddy? Um, see, walkers like to swing by. No music yet in mind, but planning FM transmitters the way to go. I tell you. I was talking with Braden about this the other day. I don't know if my FM transmitter actually got released on. I did 2 of them. I released one on here on YouTube. My full version YouTube blocked because I had too many license plates in it. Rob says, when my neighbor is outside, I go to the other side of the house and work on that side. I do that too. I've 100% have done that. Yep. I've done that many times. Okay. So kind of goes with the Silent Night theme, but a do not disturb Santa workshop sign. I thought about that. Like, yeah, just a legit in your face, don't disturb type of sign. It can be humorous though. Do not disturb sign that ties to the holiday theme. Santa's helpers hard at work. Decorations in progress. You can even have a section that says, "Hey, chat hours are 4 to 6. You need a break. You got to get the kids or something, or you got to take a timeout because maybe you're in an area where school buses are just coming through at a certain time for whatever reason. Maybe there's a block of time where you can't decorate. But hey, every Friday at 4 p.m., I'll get off work. I'll put a lawn chair in my yard. If you have a question, come up and ask. That's the time. Just kind of thought. And then here's my favorite, the one I'm going to absolutely go with. And I would love for you folks, whether you're watching this now in the chat or watching this back later, let me know what your favorite one is. T-shirts. T-shirts that give the message. So when someone's having a conversation with you, they'll eventually read the T-shirt and like, oh, how about you wear funny T-shirts with messages that gently prompt people? Maybe now's not the time, but to gently tell people why you should let they need to let you focus on what you're doing. How about one that says, "Lights won't hang themselves," which I love. Hey, lights won't hang themselves. Can I hand you a string? The elf is on duty for hanging lights. Elf is off duty for small talk. So I thought that'd be kind of funny. I don't know if you guys have ever seen been at a red light behind a Jeep. And I've only ever seen these on Jeeps, but the spare tire, the upside down lettering will say this side up, or it says a problem, no problem. And the problem's upside down. Like, oh, that's clever. So if the Jeep's upside down, then it says problem. That's clever. So I thought an elf is off duty for small talk type of shirt. I don't know. I came, I saw it decorated. Did you? Question mark. Which I thought was kind of clever. I came, I saw it conquered. Nope, decorated. And then it did you. I don't know. So if they're reading it like, yeah, oh yeah, I didn't. Decking the halls, please don't stall. Thought about that. Not Rudolph, but I still have a sleigh full of work. Like hanging lights. Sleigh full of work. Come on, let's go. Uh, you talk, you hang. You talk, you hang. You want to talk to me, you're going to hang lights. Boom. Conversation costs 5 minutes and hanging 10 strings of lights. Want to chat? Grab a ladder. just ideas top of my head. Want to chat? Grab a ladder. For me, that's my favorite. That and the lights will hang themselves. Lights will hang themselves. But want to chat? Grab a ladder. I think that's just right there. I think that says it all. What do you guys think? I thought about making those two a T-shirt, but I thought the other ones I just kind of dropped down. I thought I'd come about that. I stopped by Lights on 45th Street a couple of nights ago. He's doing Halloween and Christmas. He was working in his garage at the time. I waited till he looked up and told him it looked great and let him go back. Boom, boom. Exactly. If they're if he's making a prop, yeah, it's probably. I mean, I'd rather if I have to interrupt somebody, I'd probably have. I don't know. If you're making a prop, then you're on a deadline, right? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. All about that, Matt. Good job. If you come talk, turn around and walk. If you come to talk, turn around and walk. Oh, well done, John. I like that. I like that. Bah humbug. That's a good one. I keep working while they talk, and eventually they get the message. Yeah, yeah. Let's kind of. I think that's kind of all of our go tos. Um, Light decorating. If I'm hanging, you're hanging. Nice. Like that one, Laura. Like that one. So I may come up with a T-shirt design. I don't sell too many T-shirts. I sell a lot of hoe hats. I don't sell too many T-shirts. I'm looking in the chat. Oh, what's up? Yes, okay. I finally made it. Good job, buddy. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Ask them to hand you stuff. Yeah, I do that. I used to do that until they started dropping it. Like, yeah, don't do that. Plus, it means it motivates them to walk in my yard. That's kind of my sticking point. I don't want people walking in my yard just because I don't want to say the word atrocious. I'm professional. I don't know. I don't hide my cords. My hiding of my camouflaging is probably a better way to say it, of my cords is that I use old Christmas light strings, turn them into extension cords, which gives them a natural camouflage because they're dark green. They're dark green. Um, so here's my last idea: the solo dilemma, which kind of speaks probably more to me than maybe many of you. I don't know how many of you in the chat are solo decorators like I am. Jean, boom, she'll bust out a song sequence much better than mine. I love watching my wife's songs sequenced. She's a better programmer than I am. She does that for a living. So yeah. But if you're decorating solo, you may not have the luxury of multitasking while you're chatting. Gently remind visitors that when they stop to chat, all the work stops too. Hey, let's talk to you. Can't. It's just me here hanging. If you want to walk and talk, cool. You could humorously, misread, humorously suggest a talk tax. Hey, you have to, if you're going to talk to me, cool, I'll give you 5 minutes, but you got to give me 3 minutes of handing me stuff because I need to climb this ladder real quick. Just a little, it's a kind of a solo dilemma thing. Yeah, because you're Shaggy Santa. Who in the right mind is going to tell Santa no? Heck no. Heck no. By the way, what FM transmitter do you? I'll tell you exactly. That's one great thing about having a Christmas light show. So I'm gonna go to my channel. I'm gonna type in FM. I'm gonna hit enter, and boom, right there, and I'll share this in the chat for you. Boom. What in the world is that? That is not. No. Well, that sucks. How in the world delete that? Copy. Yes, thank you. Boom. Copy. There is the link to that episode. Let me open that episode. And mostly I'm just going to do this because I don't remember the name of it. I used to use whole house transmitters. I don't use whole house. The B Wish FM transmitter. Is that the one? Let me click that link. Not to bring it. Yes, this is it. So here is, let me make a link to this. It's one good thing I love about doing live streams. You got a question, I have an answer. Let's do this together. Boom. And base wish. I put B wish. It's base wish. Why did I put B wish? That's mistyped on my end. Get the link, copy that, paste it over here in boom. And there you go. There's the base wish FM transmitter that I use, that I live by, swear by. For many years, we used the whole house transmitter. Whole house is the brand name. Now, I'm not saying we did, but some people have to put boosters on theirs to get a proper, even reach the street. Some people. Base wish, plug it in and play. Boom. There's no boosting. We have the transmitter. I don't know how far it is. I'll say 100 feet from the street. It'll broadcast a half mile. I mean, just out of the box. Awesome. Freaking neat. Yes, we do need to do it again sometime. Correctamundo. Yes, I agree with you. It's just me, not Mr. K's bag. He'll help if asked, but mostly, yeah, exact same. We're simpatico there, Laura. If my kids want to help, cool. Well, let's do this. But mostly it's just me. Mostly it's just me. Boom. So here's, I think we've kind of talked about this already. Does anybody have any other suggestions? For me, I like the T-shirt idea. If I were a prop heavy, which I'm not, if I were, I'd absolutely go with the chat time booth. I would absolutely do that because I think that'd be neat. And you can leave it up the whole time. And when the show goes live, boom, throw a Santa Claus in there or stand there as Santa. or make a little 5 cent psychiatrist sign and go Charlie Brown with it when the show's live. That way you don't have to take it down. Incorporate that. I like dual purpose props, kind of like the metal star I've had for years. I designed that to match the pitch of any roof, forward, backward, up, down, to will look horizontal, look level, no matter what roof it ends up on, in case we move, type of thing. What time is it? Look at that. We went short last week, but 45 minutes into it right now. Very cool. That flew by for me. Whew. But yeah, the T-shirt is my best one. Lights won't hang themselves, and chatting. Actually, I'm gonna say chatting. Grab a ladder. Want to chat? Grab a ladder. I think that's my favorite. I may have to make that shirt. What do you guys think? And while I'm thinking about it, I will just show you guys what it is. Let me go Christmas light contractors, and I'll just show you what it is that I'm getting sent to me because I've never heard of it. Let me see what you guys think of it. But this will be one giveaway that we will do. Let me share my screen here. Where Christmas light? I have too many pages open right now. What do you guys think of this? Where'd my boom? What do you guys think of that? Let me change how I'm seeing here. So this is the pitch hopper. This is what I'll be reviewing. I had to Google what this is because Fred was talking to me about it. I'm like, I don't know what that is. But look, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but look at that. I mean, that's just on the roof. How? I am so intrigued by this. So intrigued. It says the pitch hopper is designed to allow a temporary working surface on asphalt roof surfaces for roof pitches ranging from walking pitch to a 12 by 12. The superior grip surface uses friction force to keep the pitch hopper in place. What? Shut up. The unique wedge shape features one side for lower pitch and one for steeper pitch, allowing for easy usage and maximum comfortability. I'm so intrigued by this. 24-inch dimensions, weight 6 pounds, height 7 inches by 8 inches. Steep side, 32 dimensions, weight 7 pounds. I'm so intrigued by this and I'm so excited to get to try it. But yeah, okay, so it has two different pictures there. I'm so intrigued by this. I have no idea how that actually works. And I'm quite interested to test it out and try it. Hopefully, it works as advertised, right? But if that's something you guys are interested in, boom, use that 5% discount code COC5. And while we're here, I'm going to show you the other thing that I'm getting. C9 starter pack. This is the other thing I'm both getting and will be giving away. It's this bad boy right here, 541. So not 1,000, so 650. Then you add shipping, so about $700 worth of stuff. So this is what I'm getting, and that's what I'm going to be reviewing. And this is what will be given away to a Patreon member. But it's the Pro Pack C9 250 count, 250 foot rather. See here. Comes with 250 feet of C9 SBT1 socket wire with 12-inch spacing, 250 bulbs. So you're getting the wire, you're getting the bulbs. All option color combinations cannot be substituted. So this is just the kit that I'll be giving away. All two color options come with 125 bulbs of each color. They just come with a USA packet, so you get your red, white, and blue, which I think is really cool and creative. But if you get that one, that's 100 cool white, 75 red, and 75 blue bulbs. Comes with 25 male and female ends. I'm guessing those are vampire clips to custom make it to any roof. 300 enclosed clips. I'm hoping those are Canyon Systems. I don't know. Maybe they're Milan. I'm curious what kind of clips come with it. 100 feet of lamp quarter zip line and one timer. Yes, comes with free shipping. Okay, so free shipping, and you can't return it. Well, I have no intentions of returning it. And this will be the bulb. The bulbs are Milan. Okay, so this will be, which is one of the leaders for professional grade things. So I think I'm getting the warm white ones. I don't remember. But it comes with for the bulbs. You can get warm white, pure white, multicolor, red and warm white, red and pure white, orange and purple. Boom, right there for the holidays or for the Halloween rather. Green and purple. I like green and purple better than I like orange and purple because for me, I think orange lights are so hard to get right and to look amazing. Warm white and that's another thing. That's I forget now that I'm talking about bulbs. Now I remember why I wanted this. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, there's a new bulb on the market that I didn't even know existed until very recently. Um, so if you want that, get that. It's neat. Um, Normal cost is $540. It's on sale right now for 400. Use the code COC5 to get 5% off. So save you in that case $20. Or use the code Crestline and save 25. It depends on how much you order, whether or not what makes it worthwhile. So Crestline 25, or I'm sorry, Crestline would actually probably be for this sell price, will get you a better discount. But COC 5% off your order, or Crestline for $25 off. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a new bulb out that's hitting the market this year. Let me tell you about it. I'll know more about it when it's in my hand. But as I understand it, one of the problems I have had always, I continue to have them, is filming with video and even taking pictures. I mean, even my neighbor behind me, behind the other side of this wall, is a professional photographer, only uses film. I only use digital. So she and I have a little bit of a different lingo. Like we were talking about, I had to buy some. I forget the. I forget the. Anyway, the word escapes me. But I had to buy a new product for my camera when Stacy was in town. Not Lux filters. Anyway, some new filters. Anyway, I digress. It's so hard to photograph and video LED lights because they flicker so quickly the human eye doesn't see it. Cameras do. Incandescents are easy to film. Love filming incandescents, taking photographs of it. But there's a new LED bulb that mirrors incandescents for photography and for videography that uses some sort of filament. I don't know, but it's an LED bulb that mirrors filament and mirrors incandescence. I'm going to get my hands on this. I'm so excited to get my hands on these bulbs. Um, you gotta love. I love innovation. I love our community. Like, hey, Charlie, have you heard of this? No, I haven't. I have this problem. I hate filming lights. It's not fun because it takes so much time to edit footage to get them looking presentable. Hate that. You guys, I know you guys have had that same problem where you film something. Oh, this looks so good, and you hit play on your video, and they're flickering the whole time. I'm like, come on, and it's so hard to edit that. Nay, impossible. New bulb. Gonna get my hands on it. Gonna review it. So we'll talk about that later. Let me catch up on the comments right quick. Science. Gotta love science. They work stick like glue. I'll see here. Let me back up in the comments. I hate when people ask you why you're hanging lights so early. September 15th, baby. Shout out to Hannah. Should have drawn a blank on Hannah's last name. Haas's wife. Drawn a blank on your last name. Apologize, but her birthday, September 15th. John, how's the projection idea going? It's coming along famously. John, I did a video, did 2 or 3 videos, recent videos. I think maybe I did them in July for the extravaganza. But on my projection box, I got the box completely done. Thank you very much. So super excited. I got the FM transmitter mounted. I got the projector mounted. I got the mini computer mounted. I've got everything mounted. I got the speakers, which in hindsight, I don't like the speakers. I should not have put speakers in the box. Don't like them. Not gonna use them. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Everything's done. I just need to put the earth anchors in. I have no idea how to put earth anchors. So that's actually what I was working on last night. I had the projector outside, had my spot. I'm not putting it out there to get stolen. I got new cameras dedicated. I got security measures in place. I got things if you guys are curious about security measures, email me, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com, if I know you, because I'm not going to tell my security stuff. Why would I do that? No, not going to do it. But yeah, super triple excited to get the projection mapping off the ground. Laura K is my inspiration. Tailwind from Projection, learn projection mapping. Links down in the video description below. Great course, cheap course, great course. Love it. So that's how projection mapping is going. Tell them to join this group so they can ask questions live. Yes, love it. A lot of roofers are using now. I saw it on TV. See, I'm so curious. Sticks like glue. Sticks like glue. Okay, they work. Okay, Monty. I'm excited. Monty already knows. Monty's got a high pitched roof too. I find myself like I have an extremely walkable roof. You guys know this. Whoever designed that is going to be rich. Yeah, the classic. Why didn't we think of that moment, right, Rob? What's up, Scott Drees? So true, being difficult to photograph. Scott, I mean, come on. Let's talk about Scott here for a second. Scott, for pound, of all the video I get, pictures I get of people's light shows for the Fan Appreciation Awards, Scott, yours are the among the best I get every year. So you obviously take your time when you're not out there getting harvesting your weed up. You must be taking photography lessons because you do a phenomenal job every year. And folks, don't forget Fan Appreciation Awards. Um, they're coming up. The Slankards are going to be on this year's Great Christmas Light Fight. That's right, somebody from our community. Again, we had 10 folks from last year's Fan Appreciation Award get contacted by the Light Fight. A couple of them I'm very curious about because since they've been contacted, they've stayed away from our show. They have not been in the chat, and I'm not going to call them out because they haven't publicly announced it yet. But there's some regulars that haven't been regulars, and I'm wondering if it's they've signed their NDNA or the DNA. Nope, not DNA, NDA, and they don't want to slip up. So I'm guessing that's what it is. But the Slankers are going to be on the show this year. They just released on their Facebook side. They could have done on YouTube, I guess, too, but I saw it on their Facebook side a walkthrough of their Halloween display. So you guys should check that out. Go back and watch. Sounds awesome. Yes, they are neat. And he was also on the show. Matt Cheever. Matt, what's your last name? It is Matt Cheever. So two different Cheevers. Huh. Matt Cheever and then isn't it, I think his last name is Cheever. I want to say his first name is Matt. Maybe I've just got Matt Cheever on the brain. I don't know. Oh well, yeah, you do a great job. You do a great job, Scott. Rob, if you talk to Stacy, tell them that somebody on Facebook has a video and showing how to hang lights with that hang thing that he made. Oh yeah, very cool, very cool. Dalron, is he having somebody steal his product ideas? He did have somebody steal his product ideas. He did have someone steal that. Well, his Ridge Clip, which is why he keeps coming out with new versions. And for my money, the Ridge Clip Pro X is untouchable. That thing is freaking a baddie. So check out Stacy's channel for the video we created for him. I think it's freaking neat. To Matt Cheever. I want to say I gotta look. I swear his name is Matt Cheever too. Pop up my email real quick and see what his name is. I swear it's Matt Cheever. Well, I'll know here in a second. Digital Press Works is the word. I'm looking at Digital Press Works. What is his name? His name is Chapney. Matt Chapney. Matt Cheever. Matt Chapney. Okay, Matt Chapney. I knew I was close. So not Cheevers, but Chapney. Matt. Okay. So yes, I digress. Tangents. But I'm very, very curious, very, very excited to get my hands on 3 new things. Never even heard of a pitch hopper. It's coming. Hopefully, I have Saturday earmarked, as you guys know. For those that don't know, to remind you, today this filming is October 21st. And in exactly 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, In exactly 21 days, I lose my baby boy. Our youngest son is joining the United States Space Force. And in exactly 21 days from today, I will not be doing a live. I will take that Monday off because I will be driving my son to the Space Force MEPS facility in Kansas City, where I'll be releasing him to the world, and he immediately goes off to boot camp. So there's a lot going on in the Byers household right now. Didn't know about the new model. Oh, very cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the latest model of the Ridge clips. When I ordered them, I got the old model from the one on the one of the online stores. Didn't know about the new model. The Pro X2 is what I filmed for Stacy for his product video, and we showed him on the show here in a live couple weeks ago. But I love them because I mean they're ridge clips, so they go on just the ridge of your roof. But you install them, and you take when you uninstall them, when you take them down, you leave the lights in them. You leave the lights in them, and you attach them to the. They have a clip that I have one right here. Look at me. So you leave the lights in them. So the light goes in here. Boom, you leave the lights in it, and this little clip here attaches to a half-inch dowel rod. So you take it off your roof. Boom, the light stays in. You don't even touch the light, and you clip it on the dowel rod, and you hang that, put a zip tie on it, and you hang it in your roof, hang it in your garage or wherever. Come the next year, you take them out, just pop them off the dowel rod. Lights already in them. Snap them off your ridge line, and you're done. There's no trying to separate these because they're all tangled and being weird and stupid. And nope, you just take them off the dowel rod, and you're done. And that's what he's got now. I think I asked him if he's got anything new coming out, and I don't remember his answer. Maybe I didn't even ask him. Congrats, wish him well, indeed. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. He's out running right now, getting ready for boot camp or moon boot camp, as we call it, moon boot camp. The United States Space Force. Who goes to Space Force? My boy. That's who. See, now you'll have to make your house visible from space. I think it was once upon a time. We haven't had a drone out here forever, but I have new drones, which I just crashed filming in Nova Stella. Nova Stella hired me to film some new floodlights for them. I I think I must have the obstacle avoidance detection system turned off. Crash right into a tree. Boom, 40 feet down, right onto the concrete. Toast. So I had to send it in, and luckily I was smart enough to pay for the insurance. What's up, Gabo? Rob was talking about you earlier. Good to see you in the live. We're getting ready to wrap things up right now, but good to see you. Rob was mentioning you earlier. So yeah, we've hit our hour mark. I think that about does it for me. Yep, hit our hour mark. So yeah, congratulations to us. I don't know why I said congratulations. I had a thought and I lost my train of thought. But yes, I got the Great Christmas Light Fight. Two different families coming on: the Brown family and the Allison family coming on. We have lockdown. Daniel's episode is Friday, November 1st, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lock that down. The Brown family will be coming on as well. Daniel has a million lights. Freaking awesome. We got the two new videos. We got the product videos coming out that I will need to film, get my hands on it, and we'll be doing a giveaway. Remember, you do have those will be for Patreon only. So join us, support us on Patreon. I think we're over 60 members now, with I think 31 paid members. Appreciate all the paid members. We got a ton of them here in the chat today. I think we are very Patreon heavy in our chat today. Gabo's at school. Hey, appreciate that, Gabo, for being at school and taking time away from learning to talk Christmas lights. You gotta love it. No, Gabo, pay attention to your school. Don't pay attention to us when you're at school, buddy. I appreciate that though. Yes, a lot of cool stuff is coming on. I sent you a couple pics. Boom. Let's go. Love everything about Arrowhead. I have fun facts. I've told the story on here before. I have been in a fight with KC Wolf. That's right. The Kansas City Chiefs mascots and I have fought before. I'm not saying who won. Wasn't me. Yes, but yeah, thank you for Matt for doing that. I'll show that in next week's live. So we will be live next week. And then a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff going on. I appreciate everybody taking time out of their day to day to sit down and relax, talk a little things neighborly about your neighbors talking to you. That is. So thank you for taking time out of your day today to visit with us. If you're watching this back later in the chat, put a comment in there. Appreciate all the thumbs up if you like me. And I 8 thumbs up coming into this episode. So appreciate everybody for giving me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Check us out on Patreon. Join our Discord chat. That's where Patreon and Discord is where you learn first dibs on discount codes. And it's coming into the holiday season, which means I'm gonna have an influx of companies reaching out to me. I have an entire shelf up here of products I will be giving away this holiday season. That's right, Charlie here will be supplying your white elephant gifts for your holiday parties this year. I have a ton of stuff to give away. You guys know I hoard some neat stuff. So at the end of the year for giveaways, I just give all that stuff to you. But our big stuff always goes to Patreon. Back to work. Really enjoy seeing you. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you. Devin, I'll send you an email soon. My most important prop to me got smashed. Wow, that sucks. Sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that. Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in. Thanks so much for the support. You guys are awesome. I'm Charlie. I'll see you guys in the next episode.